looking for the chief.
Hello everyone, I'm Ep24,
And I am Sandman99.
and welcome back to the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition with Winterfrost.
Yes. And when we left off last time, we were traveling to Ustengrav to recover the horn of Jurgen Windcaller.
Indeed.
And we arrived at the door, and we found ourselves a few dead bandits. And now we're going to go inside. So here we go. Have to pardon me. I'm a little bit allergy sniffly tonight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it's getting to be that time of year again.
Yeah, well, it seems like it's always that time of year for me. But anyway. Well, he had one lousy piece of gold, eh? Wonder how many stale blood potions I've got. I've got lots. So I guess I can just up and up feed on some of these guys.
Yep.
Got some arrows I'll take. Okay, I see somebody moving up ahead here. I guess we'll see.
Are slower than Argonians in a blizzard.
Feel free to grab a pick and help them out. I prefer not to sully myself with manual labor.
There goes another one.
Bah, weak-willed rabble. Even dead, they're almost useless.
They seem less intelligent each time you raise them, if that's even possible.
As long as they can swing a pickaxe where I tell them, they're as smart as we need them to be.
You hear that? The others must have found something.
We'd better go see. These can tend to themselves for a few minutes.
I'm not sure why the magic sneak attack targeting arrows are coming up since I have a bow drawn, but
Maybe it's the effect on your armor?
yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Because that would technically be a spell.
Yeah, except that my armor's not really doing that right now.
No, it's only when they get close to you, right?
That's right. They have to be very close in order for to trigger that effect.
Well, that's okay. Apparently you successfully snuck attacked your target.
Oh, okay.
Snuck attacked?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
okay. I knew what you meant. That's a pretty neat looking sword, hey?
Yep.
Okay. Some potions. I mean, I'm not really a sword swinger, but, you know. What happened to this guy?
He became food for you.
Yeah. Wow, another one of those rings. Those are pretty common items now.
Well, I guess if you needed one.
Okay, well, can't feed on these guys because I guess they've been zombified too many times.
Yeah, it would seem so.
Oh well, we'll take their gold and move on. I think that guy for some reason spawned out there, but normally that dead guy is laying where this splash of blood is, eh?
Weird.
Yeah. Wow.
Maybe he got shouted out the door or something.
Maybe. See, now that I've waited a few levels before pursuing this, these guys are all pretty high level too, right?
Yep.
So we'll just let the bad guys fight and kill each other, and then we'll polish off whoever's left.
Yep, pretty much.
Wow.
Where'd you come from?
Pretty beefy.
Yeah, that was double damage too. And I'm good with the bow. Well, let's see what we can do here. Huh. Well, that helped a little bit.
Yeah, well, I guess if you can get a few free hits on him, right?
Yeah, now if only my companions would stop getting in the way.
Well, now you need Serana to tank for you.
Yeah, Draugr are pretty tough now. Yeah, ebony swords and all that kind of stuff. Like, wow.
Yep.
I'm gonna pick that up just because it could be sold for a ton of money. Plus, I might want to see if that does it better damage than the weapon that Lydia is using now.
Yeah, well, currently she's using some kind of glass sword, right?
Yeah.
It would be my pleasure.
Yeah, she's got a glass longsword. Right? She's got quite a few weapons piled on there now. Okay, well, we'll give her the ebony longsword. I'm pretty sure that it's
Yep, it's a... Well, no.
Oh,
She didn't equip it.
She didn't equip it. Oh, weird.
What's the damage rating say for her?
I don't know. I'm gonna quick save though, just because sometimes there's crashiness involved in meddling in Lydia's
inventory
here.
As you command, my Thane. It would be my pleasure.
Okay. Well, it does more damage, but I think it might be a two-handed weapon. Right? And Lydia is by preference a, weapon and shield user.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, it is a two-handed weapon because it says greatsword instead of sword.
Yeah.
Weird that the glass longsword says sword.
Yeah. Oh well. Anyway, that's fine.
I wonder if that's a bug or something.
I don't know. It could have just been the way that the mod creator made the weapon too.
Either that or you have two glass longswords in your game, and one is a two-handed weapon and one is a one-handed weapon.
No, I think they call them a glass greatsword. The steel longsword is a two-handed weapon though, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well that's because, at least with the original immersive weapons, I have a very old version of it, but there were long swords and then there were like the vanilla great swords, right?
Yeah.
And long swords swing as fast as a one-handed sword, just about, but they do a little bit less damage, and they have a little bit less reach.
Yeah. Well, I have a newer version than you do.
Much newer.
But...
like 10 years newer.
Yeah, but it's pretty much the same. Although, because I used to have the older version too. And they did change the models for a couple of the weapons.
Yeah, like the Mighty Steel Greatsword graphic changed.
Yeah, and the same thing with the spear blade.
Yep. Yeah, the Mighty Steel Greatsword graphic used to be Guts' sword from that Berserk anime. And they changed that. Maybe they had a copyright issue there or something.
I don't know. They might have just done it because whoever the mod creator is felt that it would be more
immersive
or something too, because I remember the spear blade weapon particularly basically just looked like a straight steel spear point with a short handle on it, right? There wasn't even really like a guard or anything on it. And the newer version is actually like a curved blade, kind of.
Yep.
It looks considerably different, and it doesn't look like a spear blade at all.
But it's still called a spear blade.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who can really say when it comes to these things?
Yeah, well, mod creator's preference, I guess, right?
Pretty much.
So anyway, we'll just go around here.
I'm devoted to you, my Thane.
We'll just go around here and we'll thoroughly loot everything that we can loot here. Well. Oh, skill book. Now I could level up. If I had some place to sleep, I could. I don't know, maybe I need to switch to some stronger arrows or something. Maybe we'll we'll try out these orcish arrows now for a bit. I've got quite a few of them, so. So, I'm pretty familiar with this particular dungeon. I've been through here many times.
I've been through here, surprisingly, in spite of the fact that I've, got, over several hundred hours playing this game, I've been through here once.
Really?
Once. Because I've never even completed the main quest line before. In fact, the end of this quest is about as far as I've ever gotten, just about.
Yeah? Why? Do you get bored with the main quest line or
Yes,
something?
I just get bored with the main quest line, so I just never do it.
Boy,
I've done most of the other quest lines, no problem, but this quest line, nope.
Oh. Serana's zombies last a really long time.
I wonder if she raised one of their zombies.
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe that's what's going on. But who knows, maybe before our next few episodes I'll have to create a new Skyrim game and speed run the main quest line off camera so that I know what's going on.
Wow, these guys are bulletproof. Look at this. Get out of the way.
Oh, there was a shout in there too.
Man, did you see that?
Yep.
It's like I can't even hardly hurt these guys. Well, so much for the zombie.
Are we still meeting later?
What, again?
Combat training?
Being very subtle?
Yeah. Gonna have a look at something here. Yeah, I'm pretty good with this bow. And yet, I can barely even make a scratch on these guys when I shoot them.
Oh, see, that's why I specialize in 2 skills. And just 2. Every other skill you level up only hurts your damage output.
Well, the thing is, though, you can only spend so many perks at once. You have to have the appropriate levels, too, a lot of times, right?
True.
Like, I can't actually... I think I've spent pretty much up to what I'm able to spend in this perk tree right now until I gain more levels,
Just
right?
gotta get yourself some archery training, man. I don't know. I grind the training thing really, really hard, though.
Yeah, and I don't. I prefer to develop my skills in the learn by doing kind of thing.
I'm mostly just trying to level up my skills up to 100 as fast as possible, right? So I'll pick a weapon skill and an armor skill. And I just try to get them up to 100 as fast as possible without leveling up other stuff as much as possible.
Yeah. Well, I might have to start investing in some of the sneak attack buff type perks in order to get my stealth archery up a little bit. Because it just seems to me like, you know, shooting something for double damage, it's a bit of a yawn, right?
Who's there?
Well, I guess it's about as good as shooting something twice.
Yeah.
Don't remember how to fight.
I'll bash him. That'll give me a little bit of a buff to damage, right?
Flail about,
Yep.
swinging his weapon as fast as he can. Any fool can die.
Wow, I've got lots of targets around all over the place here. I just don't know where
Behind
any.
you.
I just don't know where any of them are. Yeah, I know, but they're not in this area, right?
No, apparently not. Except for one that knows where you are. Apparently something still knows where you are, because
I don't know, did Serana make another zombie?
Yeah, well, she had to, because the last one physically got killed.
Oh. He got away.
You're totally going to shoot one of your companions when that guy comes through that archway.
Well, depends on how quickly they move.
Where'd you come from?
Uh-oh.
And that's a shout.
Ooh. Wow, it's lingering, too.
Yeah, it kind of left a little bit of an area of effect on the ground.
Yeah. Okay, well. Rinse and repeat, I guess. Whoop.
Got to get your
Gotta get my
controls.
Fallout New Vegas controls out of my system again here. Yeah, I can do quite a bit more damage to them if I bash them first, right? Antique honed silver sword. Well, I'm kind of glad he didn't get a chance to hit me with that.
Well, that's why you bashed him, right?
Yeah. Is there only 2 of them there? Yeah. Okay. Alright. Well, we'll continue on here. I don't think we need to sneak now because I think we killed everything in the area. A sapphire gemstone bow. I'm already almost at my max for carry here. Wow.
Because you keep picking up everything you see.
Yeah, I know. I'm terrible that way.
Don't you already have like 1 billion gold pieces that you'll never spend?
Probably. But I'm a miser, what can I say? I've got 31,000 gold, yeah. Gotta save it so I can buy the houses. Because buying the houses can be fun too. Oh, I guess I need to eat something again here now.
Well, there's oil on the ground and a little lantern you could shoot.
Yep. I was just trying to trigger those guys first. Now I can't shoot it because my companions are in the way.
And then you missed.
Yeah,
twice. Bank it third time.
Well, no, it's just like a little bit of bugginess with how the bow thing works sometimes. But you have to have the timing right, or else you don't draw the bow. Right?
Ah.
Because what happened there was that after I shot, I
didn't have an arrow knocked?
I pressed the trigger to draw the bow again, but I had the timing was off, right?
Ah.
And I don't know why. I don't know if that was a thing in vanilla or if that was introduced by a mod or what.
If you like double tap the trigger, then you can get this awkward situation where you shoot twice, if I recall.
Yeah, I know. But what I found is you fully draw and then you shoot at a target. And if you try to fully draw again, I think too soon, then it basically ignores your control input, right? Well, let's see if we have any magical items to... No, not really. Oh well. Might have to see if I can get Lydia to carry some more stuff.
Lead, I'll follow. I am devoted to you, my Thane. As you command, my Thane.
Yeah.
It would be my pleasure.
I need you to carry some more stuff. Yeah, like carry this. And what else? Guess you could carry that. And you could carry that. We'll just keep giving her stuff until she can't carry anymore. See, I'm also carrying a fair amount of weight around because I'm carrying this tent and all that too, right?
Yep.
And the tent is actually quite heavy. And the 3 units of firewood that you have to carry around with you too.
Although it does give you quite the number of benefits, and you could always store some of the stuff that you pick up in there.
Yeah. That's true. Okay, well, we'll give you that too. Okay, well, that frees up a little more space so I can pick up more stuff. Not much interesting up here. Poison. I always forget to use that.
Really?
Yeah. I used to carry around like vials and vials and vials of different kinds of poison, and then after a while I started limiting myself to like 2 or 3 because I always seemed to forget to use it anyway.
I guess it's not so useful in an area with just undead anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, poison doesn't particularly bother these guys very much. Ooh. Okay.
Well, he got killed by the trap, and then alerted a guy. Death by trap alerted a guy. Oh, look at you.
Any more?
I couldn't even see that guy.
That's it. Except for that guy.
Who's there?
Oh, he's a tough one.
Yep. It might be one of those ones that gets back up again, too.
Oh, wow, he's quick, too. You see that? Where you going, buddy?
I wonder... I don't know. He drew a weapon. He ran all the way over there to draw a weapon, and then,
okay. I guess he decided against archery? Oh well, we'll take his arrows anyway. Yeah, sometimes those guys get back up. Not always, but sometimes they do. Oh, there. See, he's getting back up. And sometimes they don't get back up right away.
Who's there?
Wow, even with a...
he's gonna get his second chance at this.
Yeah,
Except where the hell's he going?
I don't know. Wow, he could absorb a lot of punishment, though, that's for sure. He's not like these other wussy, low-level skeletons that, you know, drop like a bag of shit when you hit them with one arrow.
Yep. You just rattle them apart.
Yeah. Well, I should have no shortage of ancient Nord arrows anyway. Oh, yeah, okay. We'll pick it up. Yeah.
I think Serana just ran into the fire.
You want to not run into the fire there, Serana. Okay. So now we solve the little puzzle here as well. Wow, look at that. I can actually jump that far.
Yeah, that's because of your vampirism, right?
Yeah, because I get increased jumping height and distance. Normally, I'd have to use the whirlwind sprint shout.
Yep.
But for people who are not vampires and can't jump superhuman distances, wow, strong too.
Yeah, you can just ragdoll a whole Draugr corpse across the room.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the little puzzle there, right? That can be solved for a small amount of treasure. Just in case just in case there's someone out there who didn't know. There's another little treasure chest over here.
Is Serana still getting burned?
I don't know.
She's kind of lagging behind.
Oh no, there she is. She's stuck in the sneak thing again. Right? That happens to NPCs sometimes. They get stuck in that, crouching for some reason. I don't know why that happens. Sometimes you can snap them out of it by
sneaking and then
popping in and out of the sneak position yourself. Like kind of like.
Here if you need me, Thane.
Yep.
There. See there, she snapped out of it. Doesn't always work though. Wow, she's got an arrow stuck in her head. He's doing the Steve Martin thing. So this is a pretty useful shout too in a pinch, right? I'm not sure if I have any. Yeah, I do have a couple of dragon souls because we killed a couple of dragons, right?
Yep.
So we can spend one on that, and then we can either get Kind's Peace or Drain Vitality. So maybe we'll go with the Drain Vitality thing. So now I've got Become Ethereal, which is useful too.
Where'd you come from?
There, see that?
Yep. It just made you completely immune to that.
Yep.
Good defensive shout.
Yeah, it's also good for avoiding traps and stuff like that too. Oh, look at that. I got a synergy skill point. I think that's part of the Amazing Followers tweaks mod, eh? Sometimes you get a bonus, little bit of a skill increase. When you're working together with one or more followers.
I see.
Yeah, they call it a synergy skill increase. I guess because you're working well as a team with your
followers,
right? Well, I hear him creaking. There he is. Anything else interesting in here? Okay, well now we have to get our whirlwind sprint shout ready here because
you're gonna need it.
That's the one we're going to need in order to solve the closing gate puzzle. Now, here's one of the reasons why I developed my sneak along this arm. Because I want this perk, okay? This is an extremely important perk because especially when you get to Ustengrav here, well, this is actually a very dangerous area and made more so by the fact of lethal traps. And that is that entire floor shoots flame jets out of it.
Yep.
Unless you actually don't set off the traps, right? And to make matters worse, there's a couple of frostbite spiders hiding up there. But they don't bother to show up unless you actually disturb them, so maybe I can sneak past. But anyway, you'll notice that I don't set off the traps when I step on them, right?
I seem to remember that there is like a safe path through here.
Well, you have to jump over them, right? Like you have to jump from rock to rock kind of thing. Now, those things are a very dangerous type of spider that spits fire.
Super frostbite spider, except not a frostbite one.
And they can also summon swarms of little tiny frostbite spiders.
Yep.
So I'm just going to see here if I've got...
A poison, like that poison that you found earlier.
Well, I don't think that you can really poison them, but I can drink this, which will boost my damage.
Oh yeah, there you go.
And I can also maybe put in, you know, like use a little bit more powerful arrows too. Right? Like it looks like the dwarven arrows are actually better than the orcish arrow. Oh, these are really good. We'll use those. Okay? Because I want to try and kill one of these things with a single shot if I can, or not too many shots. Whoops. I had the wrong...
Ouch.
Okay. Wow, it resisted. There. Oh, look, that one didn't come down.
Who's there?
Oh, there, okay. That takes care of all of them. That was a little more exciting than what I usually plan this to be. I usually try and do this in a little more stealthy manner.
Yo, you kind of had the wrong shout.
I had the wrong shout equipped there, yeah. So I had to make that up a little bit as I went along. But anyway, they carry ore for some reason. I'm not sure why. But as you can see, they can be quite dangerous. And this thing, I think, is probably the most powerful of the giant spiders. At least its poison is the most poisonous of all of the giant spiders.
120 points of health damage.
It's even worse than the tundra spiders, giant tundra spiders are, right?
Yep.
Anyway, those flame jets are going because there's like little tiny spider carcasses on them. So anyway, we need to switch to some kind of a flame spell here so that we can burn our way through the webbing there. Then I think we'll do a quick save here just because that was a somewhat complicated and dangerous thing, right? That I somehow managed to come out of with barely a scratch.
Never saw anything like this back then.
Yeah, I gotta say, seeing this for the first time was impressive, right?
I honestly don't remember how I reacted to it. It was so long ago.
Yeah, it was a very long time ago. Anyway, here's the mysterious note, and we have to go back to the Sleeping Giant Inn in Riverwood now. Because somehow, even without shouts, and we've grabbed one of those already, even without shouts and without any special abilities, somebody managed to make their way through this entire dungeon ahead of us.
Yep.
While leaving all of the guardian creatures intact, as well as the traps, right? Sometimes the storytelling logic has got holes in it in these games.
Well, maybe whoever it was just had the climbing skill from Daggerfall.
Yeah, who knows? Somehow,
or the ability to levitate.
Yes, well, I'm going to just go ahead and say it. We already know it was Delphine, but you know what? Delphine doesn't have the abilities that I have, but she somehow managed to make it through without having to fight any of the Guardians. You know, like you would think that we would have found... Okay, that looks interesting. You think that we would have found evidence of battle that occurred ahead of us? Aside from that one single solitary dead Draugr on that bridge? Anyway, I'm being overly critical, I know, but it's funny. It's just like in Fallout 4 in the last episode where we go and shut down the whatever that machine is called that was making all of the gator claws.
Yep.
And then we had to actually use a terminal in order to open the door so we could leave. So were those gator claws all using the terminal to open the door so that they could leave and get out into the park?
Must have been.
Like, how were they getting out into the park? You would have thought they would have been all locked inside the lab
Locked
complex, right? Because it was, you know, basically locked access even to get in. You know, like we had to solve a puzzle in order to get in the door to begin with.
Yeah, it makes you wonder. And
then,
if they couldn't get out, then the thing is, then they wouldn't actually be, like, continuously respawning. You could just kill the ones that are already out and then not have a problem.
Yeah. But Cito said, though, that they kept coming, right? You know, he'd kill one and then another one would come and so on. That kind of indicated that more of them were being constructed, right?
Yep.
So, but again, though, that's, like I said, it's a bit of a hole in the storytelling logic, kind of.
Yeah.
That happens in these games sometimes. Anyway, it's morning out, so I think I'm going to go outside and then I'm going to put up camp here. Assuming that I don't get attacked by something. I'm going to recharge my bow before I go back out there, too, because it looks like it needs to be recharged again. And then we'll sneak just in case there's something waiting for us out here.
There's always friends waiting to say hi.
Well, you just never know, right? I mean, you could have some vampire hunters spawn or something.
Knock on not wood.
Yeah.
Making some apple cabbage stew. It's one of your favorites.
Okay, well, you guys can hang around by the campfire here. I'm going to put the tent up right here. As soon as I find the thing for putting up the camp.
For rustic tent large?
No, there's actually a little
Oh,
command
okay.
in
There's
here.
like a setup camp thing?
Yeah, camp, pack, unpack, right?
It's so bright out here. I don't know how you stand it.
Well, I go inside my tent and I sleep. Okay. So, I guess we can sleep for like 11 hours. Yeah, that mental image, right, of the gator claw hunched down in front of the computer terminal, typing in the password to unlock the door so that he can go out and terrorize Nuka World, right?
Yeah, he does it one claw on each hand, right?
Yeah. Okay, well, let's see what we can do here. We got 71 in archery. We just reached 70, which is another milestone, kind of. Okay. So that one, if we're shooting at stationary targets, allows us to bypass armor. And this one, if we can shoot a target enough times, we can actually, well, we can actually stagger it. I guess this one is the one that already slows them down, right? And what else have we got here? Quick shot, which allows us to shoot faster. But I am kind of thinking of going with a sneak perk just to boost my sneak attack damage. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Because then that way I can sneak up on things and shoot them with my bow and get a extra damage bonus.
Fair enough.
Sounds like a good idea. Okay. So now we can pack up the camp again. And remember to take our firewood with us too. Then we can head back toward Morthal. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll head back to Morthal because then we can make use of the facilities there to melt down unwanted armor and weapon items, and
You have a fair bit of them.
yeah, maybe unload Lydia a little bit too because she's carrying a lot of stuff. Oh, come on.
Can't get it.
There. Wow, there's lots of these things out here. So I guess we'll take care of the stuff that we're already carrying first. Okay, where'd she go? Oh, she's...
I am your sword and I've got your back.
Yeah, well...
As you command, my Thane. It would be my pleasure.
Oh, if only they had the voice line.
Yeah.
Every time I see that.
Okay, well, we'll leave her the... We'll take this though. And we'll take that. We'll take that. If we don't take some stuff off of her every now and then, before you know it, she won't have enough room. You know what? That ornate Khajiit bow is even better than this one, even with some smithing done, so we'll let her keep that instead. There. Now she's got a weapon and a spare and a bow, right?
Nice.
Oh yeah, we'll take those two.
Let's get going then.
Hey, get off of that thing. What are you doing?
Smelting nothing.
Yeah. Well, okay. All right, that will do. And then we'll drop a whole bunch of stuff off, and then we can be on our way. By the way, I had some fun playing around the other day with a just different character, like a lower level character. And I was making that sweep through Dragon Reach. You know how you go through there and you snoop through all the cupboards and pick up all the gold and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
And I thought, you know what? I'm going to try grabbing all of the silver goblets and plates and things off of the tables. And did you know that you can get like 50 silver ingots by melting down all of the silverware if you take all the silverware in Dragon's Reach?
Seriously?
Yeah.
God.
I don't have a crafting recipe to make silver weapons, but you know what? I should make that.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, because somebody, obviously, if you find silver weapons in the world, somebody knows how to make them, right?
And is making them.
Yeah. So that must be a craft that's possible. Okay, well, like we can drop that off and that. We can have a look at all of this stuff later. Circlet of archery. So yeah, you know what? I might just add that to the make simple things mod of me.
It would be a good addition.
Yeah, because I've already got like things like making your own lockpicks and making fur armor out of wolf pelts and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, don't you also have like make a torch or make a longbow or things like that?
Well, make a longbow is actually a totally separate mod I made that allows you to make different grades of longbows.
Okay.
Yeah, depending on your smithing skill, right? Okay, I think we've got this just about whittled down to where we usually are. I guess we'll drop off all this stuff here too. And we can drop off books. I think that's about it. Okay. Yeah, see if we go to the smithing anvil here. And we go to bows. Well, I can make a longbow. Not sure if any other one will actually show up if my smithing skill is not sufficient. Probably not. But basically, at the basic level of smithing that I'm at right now, right, I can make a basic longbow. And I can also make a basic hunting bow, right? Because I included that.
Yep.
But if I get one of these perks, then I can make a apprentice level longbow, which is slightly more powerful than a hunting bow.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, it retains all the same characteristics as a longbow. And if I get to here, well, then I can make an adept longbow, which is a bit more powerful yet. And if I get to here, I can make an expert longbow. And then if I get to here, I can make a master longbow.
Nice.
And a master longbow tops out at about the same power as an elven bow. So they're not like a super powered item or anything, but they're like a master level longbow. Has about the same amount of punch as an elven bow does, which is a good mid-tier weapon, right?
Yep.
But it weighs less because it's basically a longbow, right? So it has, and a longbow is one of the most lightweight of the bows. In fact, I think it is the lightest of the bows.
Isn't it also one of the fastest drawing?
And it also has the fastest draw, because I did some reading on that too. And
different bows have different draw rates.
Exactly. So say a Daedric bow or a Dragonbone bow really pack a wallop, right? But it takes almost twice as long to draw one of those as it does to draw a longbow. Oh, he jumped. And so basically what I did is I essentially created a bow type weapon that retains the lightweight characteristics of the longbow, but has a little bit more power, right?
Yep.
But of course, if you know, when you get to be level 50 or whatever, I mean, we're at level 35 here, so a master longbow, if I were spending my smithing perks like I could have been, a master longbow would be useful at this play level, right? But if I get up to level 60 or so, well, then by then, if I have access to Daedric weaponry or Dragonbone weaponry or something like that, well then obviously, even with the reduced fire rate, it's still going to be more to my advantage to, you know, like go with a heavier bow for more damage, right?
Yep.
Okay, so...
Well, and the more damage might just give you what you need to kill something in one hit with a sneak attack, too.
Yes, exactly. There's trade-offs, right? And actually, what I did with some characters, because I do like to play archery-type characters, what I'll do with some characters is I'll carry a long bow for the quick attack capabilities during actual combat, and I'll carry a heavier bow to use as a sneak attack weapon, right?
Yeah, for your stealth work.
Yeah. And especially with archery gameplay overhaul where, you know, like arrows cause bleeding damage, well, it's to your benefit to be able to shoot more often as well, right? Because the more arrows you can stick in your enemy, usually, the more health they'll lose just from the bleeding effect, right?
Yeah.
Even if your individual shots don't do quite as much damage. Do a quick save here. And we're getting chilly. Uh-oh.
Who's there?
And you've got a big encounter.
Oh, a whole whack of bears, by the looks of it.
Tougher bears, too.
Yeah.
You got bear sneak attack.
See, that gives us a sizable buff to my damage, right? When if I can bash them first.
Yep.
It's almost like I don't even need a melee weapon anymore, because if I can hit my enemy with a bash and then back away quickly and shoot while they're staggered,
You get that boost in damage.
Then I get that big buff to damage. And the fact that I have enough mobility now that I can move around at full speed. See, it does 40% more damage for 10 seconds, right?
Which could be a couple of shots with a bow.
Yeah, that's a pretty decent attack buff. Because what you may have noticed is that even though I'm carrying around a melee weapon, I very rarely draw it, right?
Yep.
And that's because, you know, bashing with the bow actually does a decent amount of damage too. And it allows me to, you know, add special effects to my bow shots. And blocking's overrated. You instead of blocking, you just want to not be there when they try to hit you, right? You know, the blow that doesn't land at all is does a lot less damage than one that you block.
Yep, the best way to not get hurt is to not get hit.
Yeah.
Wolves.
Wolves everywhere, and it's so crowded on this here road. See that? Okay, is there any more? Nope. Well, now we've got a zombie wolf running around with us.
Somewhere.
Somewhere. So I guess I could, like, cloud of bats fast travel or something, but where's the fun in that?
Yo, you don't get to have all these nice road encounters where you kill shit.
Yeah. Well, and, you know, like, do a little experience farming and...
Unfortunately, flower picking.
Well, there isn't too many flowers left to pick because I got most of them when I was heading in the other direction, right?
At least it means your progress will be will be faster. Oh, maybe your progress will be slower. It is you we're talking about here, after all.
Yeah, I know. All those flowers have been picked already. Occasionally I can find one that I missed, but for the most part, everything's picked pretty clean along the road here.
And the best part is, when you find one that you missed, you look at it, and then you stop, and then you pick the flower.
Well, yeah.
You have to observe it before you pick it.
That's right. Oh. Okay, it's a little more worth it to pay attention to these guys, I think.
Yeah, I'll say, those guys are pretty bad.
Yeah. Oop.
Oh, he's gonna maybe bleed out now? Nope.
Yep.
He's gonna get lightninged out. There's still one more up there.
Is it a silver hand or is it a wolf?
I honestly couldn't tell you.
Oh, it's gone now. Okay. Well.
Yeah, you're still using your good arrows, by the way.
Yeah, I know. That's okay. They're good. I'll use them.
Show yourself.
Whatever that was, it looks like your companions are still looking for it.
I will keep you fed, my Thane.
Yeah, well, I don't actually see it close by, though. Oh, look at that. I got some more of those arrows back from this one. And a silver war axe.
And a potion of cure disease.
The potion of cure disease.
You actually need a couple of those in this game mode.
Yeah.
Because of the stupid survival mode diseases.
Wow, he's got an ebony shield and an ebony sword. These guys are all carrying such good stuff now.
Well, you are past level 30 now, so they're all going to be carrying level cap stuff now, right?
Yeah. Did I remember to eat this one?
Nope.
I guess we should remove some projectiles here, too. Uh-oh. Did that one, whatever it was, come back? It's probably a husky, right? Because those things, if you make any kind of show of force at all, they have a tendency to kind of run away, but they don't completely run away so that they're off your radar, right? Yeah. They're a bit of a nuisance, and you have to actually go and finish them off.
Yeah, or else you can get problems where, like, they're hostile indoors and you're, like, 10 miles away from them, and it's like...
Yeah, other really annoying things like that. Like that. Wow, it's so cold I might have to put the tent up and warm up a little bit here.
It's getting to be that way, huh?
Yeah. I think I might just have to do that. There, we'll go stand in front of the fire and warm up just for a minute or two here.
It's amazing how you can carry all this crap on your person.
Yep. That's a pretty big tent too, right?
It's a pretty big table.
Yeah, well, it's magic, eh? I mean, it's the same logic that allows Gator Claws to use terminals to open terminal locked doors, right? Okay. I think we're good now. See, if you didn't want to carry the tent around with you, you could still carry a few pieces of firewood, and then you would be able to just build a campfire.
Yep.
But the fire only lasts for a short period of time. But it's enough to warm you up if you're really, really cold.
Yep.
And I have another mod that modifies the survival mode a little bit too. I don't remember who made it or if it's part of another larger mod. But if I were to equip my wood cutting axe as a weapon, I could come up here and hit this tree and harvest firewood from it.
Nice.
So if you really, really needed to build a fire because you're freezing your ass off, well,
you could.
That's another reason to carry your woodcutter's axe with you, right? Because survival mode's not all bad. I mean, if it was, I wouldn't play it, right?
True.
It's
just little quirks.
It does add some interesting dynamics. Uh-oh. Werewolves now? Yeah.
Where'd you come from?
What the hell's going on here? Oh.
3. There's like 3 werewolves there, man. You might want to just run for it.
I can do a little more damage than I used to be able to. Wow, there's how many of them are there here anyway?
I don't know. It's like you ran into a pack of werewolves.
Well, somebody was zombified there and died.
Nobody here now.
Is that all of them?
Apparently.
Yeah, werewolves are tough, but so long as I've got some help to keep them distracted. Okay, this looks like another silver hand.
Possibly. Damn, that was a lot of werewolves. That was like 4 werewolves.
Yeah. Hmm? Okay. Well, we'll continue on our way then. That was pretty exciting. I didn't even have to use silver arrows on them, and I did a lot more.
Well, I guess you're just getting better and better with archery. You're starting to get up to where you should be.
Uh-oh. Now what? Oh, whoever it is, they're way behind.
Maybe it's more werewolves.
Yeah, or vampire hunters or something.
There's enough of them to be vampire hunters.
Yep. But I can't just leave them back there because they'll pop in some other time when it's way less convenient, right? Yeah, I think they're vampire hunters. Yep. Oh, and of course they're all armed with crossbows and stuff, right?
Oop. Only you had more iron daggers.
Yeah. Well, we'll take that away from you.
Skyrim belongs to the north.
Now, what else do I have that I can that I can use? Oh, I could.
Your pickaxe.
Yeah.
This won't end well for you.
Now you're over encumbered. You
Now
gotta
I'm
drop
over
the damn
encumbered. I'm
warhammer.
gonna have to drop it. Oh well.
You got a hired assassin in here too?
Yeah, well, this is going to be one of those groups that was hired by Talwyn. What's this? Oh, there's another one over here. Didn't see him. Okay. Okay, did that guy just go? Okay, you guys got him. Alright.
See, this is what it makes it worthwhile to travel down the roads without fast travel, because
Yeah.
all of Skyrim wants to kick your ass.
Yeah, including Talwyn. Well, I guess I got some more silver arrows out of the deal anyway. Well, that looks like it might hurt.
And it's not the first one she's got in this episode either.
No. Oh well. Removing projectiles removes them from your
Companions
followers
as
too.
well, yeah. Including the dog.
Yep. Okay, well, this has been a rather busy trip.
Ah, people like action. Action is good.
Yeah, well, one thing about it anyway, traveling the roads of Skyrim is never boring. Because even when there's no enemies to kill, there's usually flowers to pick.
Oh.
Oh, it looks like I pretty much cleaned this area out too.
You and your damn flower picking.
Yeah, what can I say?
There won't be any vegetation left in Skyrim by the time you're done.
Yeah. See, the borders of the holds are funny, because this guy is a pale hold guard, but he's a long ways away from Dawnstar, right?
Yep. Yeah, it doesn't make much sense. Maybe it's that tree on the road that marks the border.
Beautiful view.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure why you need a guard on the road that far away from in the middle of nowhere anyway.
Well, it is technically their responsibility to make sure the roads are safe, right?
Yeah, I know, but he's obviously not doing his job, right?
Well, he was on the road.
Yeah.
Nothing attacked him on his way out here. I mean, there's nothing out here. There's no town between here and all that combat you just did.
And here comes another nobleman riding down the road, his guard. Uh-oh. Wow, that's a lot of whatever that is. Oh, look at this is one of those mega spawns, right?
Yeah, one of those mega wolf pack spawns.
Yeah.
Well, you already had a mega werewolf spawn already, so...
Oh, you just ice spiked me.
Yeah, right in the knee.
I used to be an adventurer till I took an ice spike to the knee.
Yep. Uh-oh.
Well, I guess we're going to be reloading now.
Yeah, we'll be pausing now. And we're back.
Yes, and it's a good thing that we use the quick save function often, because Bethesda,
Yep.
which you know, we all know they can't make a game that doesn't crash at least once in a while.
Ah, to be fair, that is a pretty difficult thing to do.
Yeah, and I've managed to maintain a fairly stable game here, but I still do get one of those crash to desktops every now and then. Although, oddly enough, the type of crash that I get most often is going through a loading door.
Yeah.
Right? Where you just get that infinite loading door kind of thing. But anyway, we'll probably get a whole different spawn here now.
Yeah, you got that guy and...
Yeah, there's that guy. Oh, maybe we won't. Okay. Well, it's a lot less wolves anyway.
It is technically a different spawn.
Yes, it is. Oh. Okay. Well,
Horse says no.
that takes care of them. See, I wonder if those mega spawns aren't some kind of a bug too, right? Because it just doesn't stand to reason that normally you might encounter wolves in packs of 3 or 4 or maybe not. Maybe they are actually that way by design. I don't know.
I'll bet you so.
But there sure is a ton of them. Oh, there, it just crashed again. Okay.
It doesn't like that spawn.
Yeah, well, either that or there's a problem with that spot
Cell.
on the map.
We'll have to travel past it.
Yeah.
And we're back.
Yes, we're back again. And I think we're just going to maybe do the bat travel thing. We'll try going to... I don't think we can actually go to Riverwood, but we can go to Whiterun.
And then hopefully bypass that bad area of the map.
Yeah. Okay, because doing the bat travel thing actually takes no time as well. So we'll try going at it from this direction now. And we'll just avoid that area. It could be that spawn too, you know, like I was trying to say before we crashed the last time, is it could be that, you know, having suddenly a huge number of an opponent type like that spawning could be some kind of a bug too, right?
Could be. Yeah, like the 4 werewolves on the road.
Well, the 4 werewolves is a thing I've seen before, but you know, like the I don't know how many wolves there were there, a dozen or 14 or something.
Quite a few.
You know, like having that big, huge amount of wolves spawn all at once. You know, maybe that's not really what was intended, right? Or it could be we just had a problem with that little area over there too, for some reason, right?
Now, the funny thing about these bad cells is sometimes they're bad from one side, but they're not bad from the other.
Yeah, that's what I found, is that sometimes I can go and try and go into the cell from the same direction 2 or 3 times and crash every time. But if I fast travel past it and then come back to it, then it's fine, right?
Yep.
And that's just, I don't know, like, I can't even begin to guess what the technical reason for doing that would be.
I mean, even I couldn't guess that.
You know, like, just generates something wrong when it loads the cell, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
And I think that may have been a locational thing too, more than having anything to do with that spawn, because it seemed to happen, you know, when we went a certain distance in that direction, right?
Yep.
Oh, look at these guys have... Oh. It looks like they spawned a little bit stronger one there. We'll just do an anti-crash save right now.
Just because you had a little bit of a bad taste after that couple of crashes?
Well, no, I mean, if it's going to start doing that, well then, you know, just having that quick save ability anyway, I'll just start doing more quick saves, right? Until things seem to kind of settle down.
And that way you don't possibly lose a bunch of game time.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it is a nuisance having to restart the game after every crash as well, right? Especially if it's happening quite a lot. But anyway, here we are. We're at Riverwood. And I think this is where we will stop this episode, because now, when we go in, we'll have to talk to Delphine, of course. And that will start a whole new sequence of events.
Alrighty.
That will take some time to complete, so I guess we'll pick that up in the next episode.
Sounds good.
Until then,
I'm Rec V5.
and I am Sandman99.
Have a good one.